Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Box Garage. We're out here in our garage and we're working on the Bronco today. What we're doing is some finishing touches on this front bumper. I think you guys have seen, I had a video up putting this all together. I had originally a piece up front here that ended here. And then I added off these kick rails to protect the rest of my body. And as you can see, they are used. They're pretty scratched up on both sides. I use them for like turning on like tighter trails. And then I have my tranny cooler sitting up here. And it worked, it was protected, but I didn't really like it there. But I just needed to place it somewhere so I get back out on the trails. Well, now I'm correcting it. What I originally wanted to do with this bumper is put a nice piece of diamond plate up here so you can step on it, work in your engine bay. Same on the other side. And maybe do a few decorative things to it. But these big tranny coolers got in my way. I couldn't find out where I wanted to put them. So after kind of sitting around thinking it over, I came up with my favorite idea yet. I'm likely going to get a second one, so I never have to worry about my tranny getting hot again. And I'm going to put them back here. One here and one here. Maybe I'll put them vertical, and one here and one here. And that'll be good. This thing protects them a little bit. As you can see, it's got some rub marks too from hitting trees. But it's not enough. I wanted to go and get maybe a piece of expanded metal for the front. And then I put those here, I put my diamond plate steps on, and then I could put on my decorative pieces. So I went and got some steel and did some CAD to figure out what I want to do. And by CAD, I mean cardboard aided design. You can see my models right here. So up first, we have the piece over here. This is for my diamond plate. It's going to go and fit right onto there. And I left like an inch, a little bit more to this radius there. And what's nice is I must have been doing my math right when I made this bumper, because you flip it over and it fits the other side pretty nicely. So that was nice to see. So that was my first model. My second model is my expanded metal to go in the middle here. And it's just going to go in there right like this. And I'll have my tranny coolers behind it, like I said. I'll keep them nice and protected. And then those decorative pieces that I had mentioned. I thought the bumper looked a little unfinished kind of in this area. So I thought I'd get some steel, bend them up to this nice little bent piece, put it right in there. And I thought it'd look pretty slick. So that's what I decided to do. So we went out, we got some, I think it was 1/4 inch thick expanded metal from here, some 3/16 steel diamond plate, and some 3/16 plate. And I guess now would be probably a pretty good place to put in a little montage of cutting it all up last night, because this is going to be like one of those baking shows. We had it in the oven already. We're ready to go. So throw in some cutting here. Like any self-respecting baking show, we had one in the oven ready to go. So in reverse order, here's our little trim piece of the 3/16. We're gonna weld that in right like that. And these were all just rough cut, and then this was bent. I took an angle grinder, I cut the back, and then I was just able to bend it right in the vise. I'll weld it all solid once it's on there. But it needs a little bit of trimming and fine fitting, but for the most part, that's where that's gonna go. I think that looks pretty awesome. Dresses it up, gives it that finished look. And then I guess we'll start with the diamond plate next. Cut this out last night. that cheap Amazon plasma cutter goes pretty dang well. And our template was pretty accurate. It's got a nice, I'll square it up before I weld it on there. But it's got a nice finish here. Tracks around. Could use a little trimming on this side, especially back here, but wraps around pretty nicely, I think. So that'll make a nice step. And then I've got our piece of expanded metal here in the middle. Our perforated. And this stuff's beefy. You're not bending that with any twigs. So it should still allow airflow, but definitely offer some protection. And yeah, weld it in there, something like that. And that's not, once that's welded and solid, it's not going anywhere. So I think looks pretty dang good. Let's get the fitting, get the tacking, and see where this goes. I'm pretty excited. All right, so earlier we had a little bit of overhang here. So this side I trimmed, I ground a little back here. So I think that fits on pretty good. This side I did a little bit on too. And it's looking the part. So I think I'm gonna go, oh, there's more of my scraping. I'm just gonna go clean so I can start tacking these bottom pieces on. I'm gonna tack these in place, clean up under here, wire wheel the diamond plate quick so I have a fresh surface to paint when it gets to that time. And yeah, I think we'll be moving forward. And once that's tacked in, I can put my piece in here. I'm gonna have to notch it a little bit for the diamond plate, but that shouldn't be a big deal. We have our little pieces for looks. We'll finish weld all that still. We got our top pieces tacked on for our steps. And now that our steps are in, I can go and put that piece in here and fit it. I'm gonna have to notch it a little bit for the corners here. But shouldn't be too bad. I really like the look of it. Come on, take a step back, give it a peek. Bumper missing anything? If you think so, let me hear about it in the comments. Let's finish this thing up. Keep that going. Weld this thing solid, and weld it around here, it'll be all good. All right, so we got everything tacked together. Our welds ground down a little bit. And I think we're getting ready to paint. We're outside. It's a little wet out, so I'm gonna dry the bumper. Make sure there's nothing on there. Hit it with some paint. And then if I want to clean up those welds a little bit, I might put a little bit of Bondo in there just to make it like a smooth look. But we'll see. I think once we paint, it'll be fine. But yeah, pretty excited. And then once that happens, I'll let the truck dry, wash it tomorrow. And I'm actually going to be in a parade tomorrow, so maybe I'll put that in this video too. So I got this thing masked off. Got the salamander heater out here. Using this on all my bumpers and accessories. And I'm just going to give this thing a quick paint job for being out in the elements. And it won't be too long until I pull it and probably powder coat it. As you can hear, my dad's inside working on his Bronco, so that's why I decided to come out here and hit this quick. And should be, good enough just to hold it until I get it powder coated. So pretty excited, and let's see how it comes out. Okay, so we're all painted up. I just gotta move my training cooler back up behind the Stinger. and we're ready to rock and roll. You'll wash the truck and make it sparkle. I think this one came out pretty good. The paint dried out here, which was good. Little touch-ups maybe I'll do on the welds, but other than that, I'm very happy. Definitely a bit sturdier too. That's not really going anywhere. All right, so we went and finished up that bumper build, and the reason we had to finish it up in a hurry is for a local Christmas parade. You got Kara in the back as the Grinch, my mom's sitting shotgun, and we're going out and play some music on the big wakeboard speakers. Look at that bumper, looking all pretty up there. Don't mind the lights, we got them tied a little bit into a knot. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. Have a good one.